On May 14 this year, a 37-year-old mother of 5 remains were found in a shallow grave at Crane, West Bank, Demerara. 15 years prior to that, Zyla Sugrim met her husband, Ryan, and everything was normal until he started abusing her. Zyla suffered for years, and the abuse ended tragically after her husband shot her in the head, burned her body, and then buried her. It was this shocking tragedy that made a single father and a businessman start to campaign against domestic violence. 40-year-old Randy Shepard told a newsroom during an interview that he had experiences where he harbored thoughts of harming his partner, but soon realized that being abusive does not fix or help anything or anyone. The campaign, Stand Up, Speak Out, Stop Domestic Violence, We Believe You, is quickly becoming popular among communities across Guyana. Randy and his 4-year-old son have been doing outreaches in Linden, Essequibo, Berbice, and around Georgetown to educate people about the harms of domestic violence for the past months.
I was in a relationship with a young woman, and I practically think I was doing everything that I supposed to do as a man. That is right. And she was unfaithful, and as a man, I think I've invested so much into a relationship, and I keep telling myself what she's doing is not right. And there are many times I get up in the middle of the night and I'm standing over her, and I'm saying, this is not right. She shouldn't be doing these things to you. I had about 3 experiences with that. But in the midst of that, reality struck. I asked myself, I said, if I'm to harm her, what will I gain from that? And there was nothing, because it's either I got to keep running for the rest of my life or I'd be locked away in prison. So I just decided to move on, take my clothes, leave everything else behind, and start life all over again.
Randy is pleading with men to think about the consequences and have the strength to walk away from unhealthy relationships like he did. He knows that it will not be easy.
We're losing too many of our women to domestic violence. Too many. I had the experience of talking with a lot of women. I had experiences where women take off their bra. One young lady and show me her breasts. Her husband bitten off both of her nipples. I had experiences where women reached out to me, a woman showed me her vagina, where her husband literally bite off a piece of it. Those are things I see with my eyes. Saw those things with my eyes. And within the past 6 or 7 days, there were 2 women that was killed. One of them had 8 kids, one had 3.
Since Zyla's tragic death, a number of other women were killed by their partners, and more recently, within the space of a week, 2 East Coast Demerara women were murdered by their ex-husbands.
I visited the home of the young woman that was killed on the East Coast. I walk into that house and I'm sitting opposite the room that she was murdered in by a man who she trusts, a man who's supposed to love her, a man who's supposed to care for her. Her 3 kids witnessed that. They saw their mother lying there in blood. There was a little 3-year-old boy. He's there. And he's just crying for his mother. Little do he know that he would never see her again.
Randy believes that men should be raised to talk about their feelings, and maybe the scourge that is domestic violence will not be so prevalent. For the women, he believes there is need for more empowerment so that they see there is a life beyond an abusive relationship.
We as men, we were taught that it's wrong for a man to be emotional, a man shouldn't cry, a man shouldn't this, a man shouldn't hug another man. Come on, men. Parents don't teach your children that. It's wrong. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong, because what happened? A man bile up all of that emotion inside of him, and then when it reaches the top of his head, the only way he knows to lash out is physically and in violence.
Meanwhile, First Lady Sandra Granger in 2018 said in her address at the UK's 4th National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security there has been an increase in reported incidents of domestic violence by an intimate partner from 74.8% in 2011 to 89% in 2017, with females accounting for 80% of the victims. Reporting for our newsroom, Isinella Pato.